missing both springs and summers, or just either DQing out of the tournament or placing like really bad. An uncharacteristic day for Seijaru, so I'm going to throw that out entirely. But 7th at Winter Championships, now finds himself here in top 4 at Autumns. So had a great start to the year, has an even better potential to finish to the year here, coming out from Seijaru. He's playing Zol.
And I do love some Zol. Now, I'm normally a 10-4 Zoler myself. 8-4 Zol is still obviously very nice, get a little extra speed too. But you know, I'm a double downer. You know, I think you don't expect to see that much force on that screen. Probably strikes fear into the heart of many men. But clearly, maybe not to Plum, who is not in the lead currently. You know, whereas again, this is his fault. Like, I wouldn't even be noticing how much he's doing if he didn't say that. But now I'm just watching him the whole time to be like, all right, when do we enter flow state though? I almost did it right there. I almost got a nice little punish, but wasn't able to capitalize that into a full stock. Oh.
There's a big ground pound, but it's going to be an on-stage ground pound, so it's going to bounce off, not get the KO that Seijaru is potentially looking for. Neutral air. He tried to intercept the down air from Plum. He's not going to be able to win it out on like raw like frame data and range, so he would have to do it. He would have to just like press the button earlier and win out that way. Almost got the turnaround dare, but Plum stayed deep enough.
Yeah, I thought he actually touched the wall there too, or had a chance to touch the wall. But no, he was just like a pixel or two off, so he had to get that hit to go ahead and get the chase dodge. Not going to happen though. Neutral right from the other side of the stage, not going to take it, but the recovery will, even from under the stage. But all that force is going to go ahead and get that job done. Going to go right back to the cannon too. Let's see what I don't really get to see too much cannon play, to be completely honest. So it's nice to see my man actually going up for that instead of playing the axe. Oh. Wow, still hit, but he managed to get back to the stage in time. All right, okay, knocks him down real quick. Let me see what else he can get done. Trying his best right here to get a couple neutral airs. These neutral airs are definitely starting to rack up, but hasn't been able to turn that into a full-on pressure yet. Wait! Oh man, that would have been a great weapon toss. Didn't throw it up though. Plum able to jump up and out of there. Still, this is looking good for Seijaru. Seijaru might be able to take this first game, keep playing like this. A nice recovery, ends up getting it done. And now he is in the lead. One stock, got not a lot of damage on him just yet either though. Oh my God, maybe Seijaru's in flow state. Uh-oh. Oh. We're getting desperate. We're getting desperate. All right.
There's the ground pound. It's coming out from Plum. He gets the KO. He's about 72 damage behind at this point. He has the weapon advantage. Weapon spawn comes in left side. The whiff sidelight gives Seijaru enough time to get over, grab the cannon. There's the sidelight. See if he can set up something big.
Oh yeah, that's big. That's big. He does touch the wall though. Oh my God, he's banging on him. Oh, 4 ground pounds in a row. Yeah, just getting straight banged on. Send him to the blast zone. Exit stage left, I guess. I was gonna say down, but left to get him out of here.
Now that was a big game for Plum. He had solid damage as well as like only 458 damage was all it took to get through this reasonably tanky legend of Zol. So that's about, let's see, it's less than 153 damage on average per stock. So extremely efficient. We're completely 180 from the 628 damage that he had to do previously. So yeah, we're seeing a Plum that is activated now, a very different Plum.
3, 2, 1.
You know what? Good for Plum. It took a little bit. I will say it took a little bit because I mean that game was definitely starting to escape him. Seijaru looks very nice in that second stock, but a very opportune open for Plum, and he was able to close it out as well too. We love to see that. Uh-oh.
Plum actually spending a lot of time like over towards the edge of the stage here.
I wonder if he's probably trying to like trick Seijaru to come over here and keep getting more situations like this. Yeah, put him off the stage, see if you can find another ground pound, another neutral air, something like that. Obviously, he knows the edge guarding was on point, at least in that last stock. So maybe he's gonna try to capitalize on that for the rest of this game. Oh, down there, not gonna hit. Neutral air, not gonna go. He wasn't gonna go for the neutral air after that though. Didn't need it. Got the ground pound. That's all they needed to go ahead and get that stock off. Seijaru starting to falter here after having kind of like a pretty good first game, you know, all things considered. He definitely had a very solid second stock take. Got his own little read there with the cannon, but ever since then, it's kind of been Plum like on top of the, you know, on top of the game.
Yeah, Plume's not even in red yet. These like stray hits that Seijaru's throwing out, he's just not really able to find connections with any of them. Plume's doing a great job of just like staying out of the effective range and then moving back in while Seijaru's still in recovery frames. He throws the cannon away, misses, now disarming himself against the spear. He's able to pick up the axe. The bottom side of that recovery didn't hit. That would have been a bounce off the stage, not a KO, but there's a nice side air setting it up, the weapon toss to potentially finish it up here. Seijaru going all the way in, almost let his opponent back over to the wall, but he realized last minute that Plume was going to get real close but not touch, so he had to just back out. So there's no possible hit, giving Plume the chase dodge, getting back over to the wall, keeping the pressure up with the cannon. He's able to get through with the side light and stay away. Does take a recovery, but is able to get back to the stage.
Yeah, I mean, still great awareness there from Seijaru to know that I don't have to get out there and potentially mess up the edge guard by getting too close and then getting hit and chase dodged out. But yeah, just no, you weren't going to touch the wall. Seijaru though, kind of slowly but surely getting back in this game. That down air would have been pivotal, but the weapon toss is going to get Plume out of there. And just like that, another turnaround. His ground pounds have been on point. Every time Seijaru's off the stage, it is a problem.
Plume still sitting in the orange, about in the same spot that he was in the previous set when he got Seijaru's first stock. Oh, the GC side sig.
Nope. Uh-oh. Okay, quick with it. Yeah, just get right where he's got to go. Place that well-placed gravity cancel in light. And now we keep it going. Seijaru potentially getting himself a game here, maybe. Plume though, dancing around one more time. Hold on. Like that, yeah, not gonna give up a dodge too quickly. You saw Seijaru definitely looking for that dodge in and blow that all the way up. Plume not giving it up yet. Still won't give it up. Oh, problem. Off the stage.
Seijaru still has the slightest damage lead here. Tries to go in with the side air. He's just off the mark with so many of these attacks. And even when he attempts for the reset, he's not able to really find the like second reset that he needs to get the cannon sair, to get the huge string. Side light, then he backs up.
Yeah, I like that. Definitely throws him straight up to the top. Get out of here. Another one. The recovery. So up and down right now. He's been really destroying Zol on the fact that Zol's not, the fastest character too, but yeah, these ground pounds have been looking good on the gauntlets. The recoveries have been looking good on the spear. It's been looking real nice here for Plume. Let's see if we can get one more game and go ahead and close this thing out. As that's all he has to do. Seijaru kind of on the suffering side of this set, definitely has to get himself back into it, and he does have some forms of greatness in here every now and then, but hasn't been able to turn these into a game win yet.
He's hoping that the swap over onto the Val is going to give him exactly what he needs. He played a bunch of different characters during that Winter Championship run that we talked about earlier, where he just got inside of top 8, ended up placing 7th. He played a Petra, Mordex, Olgrim, and a Diana. So he definitely has like a nice little eclectic character pool out there that he can pull from. This time it's going to be the Val. We see a handful of Vals. We didn't see her for a really long time. And then maybe like this year, we see like a handful of Vals out there. It's a very small handful where they'll just like decide to pull out the Val.
Oh, so she's like not the, are you talking about just in Southeast Asia?
I'm talking about in general.
Oh, okay. Because I thought she was like, the character. Like there was like quite a bit of Vals out here. I guess, maybe the times have changed a little bit.
Not as much anymore. Ever since like Sword got hit pretty hard, if you're picking a Gauntlet Legend, you're typically picking the Chun-Li, or you're picking the Mordex, or I mean like any other Gauntlet Legend.
Yeah,
pretty
just
much
not her.
If you're in North America, you'll see the Onyxes come out. Just really not a lot of Val.
Okay. All right, well, as right now, I'm going to see if this Val actually works out. I mean, yeah, a little blast in the past type situation is going to be mostly probably on the heels of this gauntlet. Nice down stick to go ahead and catch that and gets the punish off that with the recovery too. Maybe another down stick at the edge. No, looking for down light. Says, I'm willing to box with you, man. That's one of the biggest things. I think if I were to swap off of a Val from, because the swords, I probably would have went over to Tesca. If I'm going to keep the gauntlets going, but at least
Tesca as well. I didn't mean to forget to mention Tesca.
Here we go. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what he does with the sword now. The sword is in hand. Don't know if he meant to do this or if this is like, he kind of just forced to pick it up because he threw his weapon, missed the weapon toss. But maybe, I mean, hey, downlight Sair still works. Oh my God. No, no, brother.
That's so tough. That's unlucky. Man, Seijaru just caught the bottom side of that. The interruption on that recovery. Excuse me, not the clash.
For a minute, I thought Plum almost panicked his way into losing that stock too. I mean, he kind of bonked his head on the top of that stage, but was able to find his way back anyway. Seijaru, one mistake. I mean, I do believe that like everybody playing against Plum really should just kind of like get these stocks on stage. You might have to get all these stocks clean with something like that. You get your Seijaru, you get a Sig, because every time people have been going off stage against Plum so far, his edge guards have just been on point. Like, he's very good at edge guarding.
Yeah, it's just not a good idea to fight him on the edge. One, it's exactly what he wants, which is you never really want to give your opponent what they want unless you're somehow like magically, drastically better than they are. Lot of aerial combat coming out from Seijaru. Back-to-back side air, sending Plume over to the edge. He gets back onto main. Nice neutral air. Seijaru chasing back after. GC Enlight to pick up as well.
Okay. Seijaru, yeah, I mean, when we're on the gauntlets, things are looking good. Goes a little hayride right there with that side. Oh no, not again. I was like, not again, don't let it happen. And he still gets back. That's the thing. Like, he's able to do the punishes off the stage, but you aren't able to get those same punishes. That was a good weapon toss. Definitely save him from taking any more pressure. The side Sig does it this time around. The stuff to Seijaru.
He's able to get to the weapon. The falling sider just barely misses. Oh, he gets eaten by a D-Light down air into the GC side Sig. And then after that beautiful play, Seijaru's going to get caught just way too down low. And then all of a sudden gets hit. And that's it.
Yeah, quick pogo, push him to the blast zone, push myself back up, makes the recovery easier. Yeah, he kind of went for it right there. Definitely sent it all with that ground pound. Not going to work out in his favor though. And now we have Plume. Doesn't need one more game here on Seijaru. Seijaru's gauntlets, I do think, have been putting up a very good fight against Plume though. So if he's able to stay on these gauntlets for longer, and also maybe weapon cycle onto these gauntlets, could definitely still be a game for him right now. But Plume starting to get his gauntlets involved a little bit too. Sweat beating. I'm back. Let me go ahead and get that punish.
There's the sidelight, the immediate return to the stage. Ooh, this game is so close between these two TK. The zoning neutral air sending away. There's a sidelight, D-Light into the side air. Is that going to be enough to do with the down air? Gets him below the weapon toss. He touches the wall, resets the jumps. He's without a weapon right now. The dash in-light off stage. Plume catches him getting back on stage. There's the sidelight into the recovery for the KO. Man, that game was so close.
Yeah, I do. I mean, looking at the damage numbers, it's probably not going to tell you all that, but like Seijaru was, you know, he was keeping that one pretty close to the chest right there, especially off the swap, the kind of desperation swap over here to Val. But the gauntlet